Ready to lift off when you...
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
I have things for you.
Hello, Captain.
Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you? Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop in your investigation. Well, now that'd be telling, wouldn't it? It ain't anything bad, if that's what you're wondering. You just keep your mind on the task at hand. And having some success, by the sound of it. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest. So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Raring to go, huh? No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish. She's the one in charge around here. And she's also on the Council of Governors. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can have a conversation with. Now, hey there, Ari. Working hard or hardly working?
Hey, Chief.
You need anything.
A little more of the former than the latter. What brings you
One of
by?
the docs will get you right as
Well, the
rain.
deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office. Well, Ari's a good luck out there.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues. The patient records database is acting up. Access is a lot slower than normal, and I have no idea why. I'll look into it later. For now, let's focus on your investigation. Huh. Well, we don't give the patients free access to our computer system, so I doubt that's related. Still, it's worth keeping in mind. So who's the suspect you're after? This is the point where I'd try a reboot if I could. Get out of here before you catch... something. I'll try to help you, but... Huh. That's still... So who's the suspect? Sounds dangerous. I hope I can help you find her. The name's not ringing any bells, but... maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? It should be, unless she's using a different one. So, do you know anything else about why she'd be here? That should be more than enough. I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
I couldn't tell you the last time I wasn't breathing recycled air.
Just one quiet day.
Okay,
Not
give
too
me
much
just
to ask
a minute
for.
here. Maya Cruz. Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally. Here we go. Oh. No matches found for a Maya Cruz. If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. I guess it's possible. Maybe I can give you another option. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace... what's her last name? Doolin. Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman. I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. You're welcome to use the Ranger Station terminal. I'll enable admin access for you.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days. Spreading like a virus through the settled systems. Strike anywhere.
I don't mean to be rude, but unless this is a medical emergency, please get someone else to help you.
Yes. What do you want? Yes, that's right.
I'm afraid we don't take walk-ins. If you want a room in our VIP wing, you'll need to make arrangements in advance. I'm sorry, but we don't permit unscheduled visitors to that area. You'll need to ask whoever it is that you wish to visit to make arrangements with me. Who exactly are you? And I require you to respect my authority as a senior doctor here at the clinic. The answer is no. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Oh my goodness. Are we really going to let this bureaucrat block our progress?
Do you need your hearing checked, Deputy? We have a machine for that just down the hall.
Oh,
I wasn't aware.
I suppose if I can't trust a colleague, then I can't trust anyone.
This will get you in. Conduct your investigation quickly and without disruption. I do hope you won't make me regret this. If you need assistance, please see Ari Miller at the desk.
Mind your step. I don't think we're alone.
Hey there, you'll find those patients in the medical... Catalina Rivera. I know the name, just give me a second to think. I remember she was rushed into surgery right after arriving, seemed to be in pretty bad shape. She must have some serious credits, because she was moved to the VIP wing after the procedure. Think of it as high-end care, with bigger rooms, better food, and more amenities. Cost a fortune, of course. The VIP wing also provides privacy, and that's why only a select few staff members are allowed in. Well, if you got a way in, then good hunting. When I told him I was good... All right, see you around.
I know your type.
I remember when I was a... See you around.
Captain, hello. I picked up something you might be interested in. We've detached. Let's get out of here. Nice job. We're right on target. Lack of love. How can I be of service, Captain?
Oh, damn cold here. Going to need a hot cup of coffee after this.
Ah, now I can see why Stroud Eklund set up shop here. That crystalline formation looks quite intriguing and valuable. junk. It's like an enormous geode. Crystalline formations like this are incredibly rare. Why this place was abandoned, I'll never understand. day just got a dropping off a few. Don't stay away too long. I'm hoping there was a good reason that was locked. Geologically, this place is quite interesting.
are you waiting for? Finish it. Because that's what we were hired to do. The pay was good, too. But the best part was getting to stick it to the people who turned their backs on us. I can't wait until you find out. Of course it is! We spent 20 years behind bars because our leaders got scared and called off our attack just when we had the battle won. And did the people of the Freestar Collective that we fought and died for come to our defense? No! They did nothing. Nothing! Well, now they can die. Just like most of our unit did. Fine. I ain't feeling conversational anyway. Yeah. We've got a base, a good one, too. Spent months of my life getting that place up and running. As for where it is, you're going to have to figure that out on your own. You might not think so now, but it's likely to end up that way. How about I make this real simple for us both? I've got maybe a few weeks to live, and I ain't spending them behind bars. You want to put an end to me here and now? Then fine. Get it over with. Life's kicked me around enough as it is. But if you want to let me die on my own terms, then leave me in peace. I've been abused or abandoned by everyone I ever got close to. Gave up on people and put my faith in machines instead. Wasn't until I came to the 1st Cavalry and met Major Hull that I felt I could trust someone again. Well, how about a test? Rangers are known to be handy with a gun. But here's a problem you'll have to solve with your brain instead. I've encrypted this slate. If you can crack it, you'll learn something useful. Now get out of here, and leave me in peace.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore. I'm sure they had something we can use.
you think this might be useful for us?
Hello.
Clamps released. Air pressure stable. Thrusters are a go. Ready.
Docking cycle complete.
When you have a moment.
May I be of service? I hope we have...
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Pretty tough living here.
Deputy, what do you need?
Akila's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
Well, hey there. That's it then?
Welcome to the Rock.
Might be hard work, but sure it is.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. He's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. How goes the hunt for the first? Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an Ashta creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close. Yeah, you know, big nasty four-legged thing with razor-sharp teeth, fast, quiet, deadly. Maybe you'd never heard of them. I mean, it's only the most dangerous predator in basically the universe, so why should you have? Oh, come to Daddy, you sweet little piece of technology. You go stalk your prey and leave the rest to me, Deputy.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
Sit down.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. Not really, no. We can't be everywhere at once. Right now, our best hope to stop them is you. Set those thoughts aside. Right now, I need you to focus. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
It must be very easy for you to sit back and criticize when we've been doing all of the field work.
I've done my part. Besides, this is Ranger business, so why don't you keep your mouth shut?
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you came on pretty strong with Ron Hope. Tried to lay down the law with him. Guess I didn't get the point across when I said go easy. He's on the Council of Governors. He can push all he likes.
Excuse me. Let's continue. We got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant. And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty, even when you're conducting an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Putting the lives of others ahead of our own comes with the job. I'm sure it was a tough call, but I think it was the right one.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most. I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. Never saw it myself, but I know it's a large facility mostly underground. If the First are occupying it, they'll probably have set up defensive positions throughout the complex. The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight. Good hunting. It's a big facility, mostly beneath the surface. During the war, it was home to maybe 100 technicians working around the clock. They used the planet's geothermal vents to power the smelting of metal for the mechs. That's about all I know. Never was much of a gearhead. Smart, proud, and charismatic. A natural leader. Most in the 1st Cavalry would have laid down their lives on his orders without a second thought. But seeing so many of his soldiers die in the Battle of Nera, I think something broke in him that day. It's a sad story, and I sympathize to a point.
War is as much a punishment to the Punisher as to the Sufferer. I read that in an old Earth book of quotations. I've never forgotten it. See you soon, love.
Be ready for a fight. Yes, we're done here.
If you have questions before you head out, ask the Marshal.
Cracking the code. Go get him, Deputy.
I have.
Up the engines?
Setting down, everything in the green.
Marshal Blake must be getting desperate sending a lone deputy out here. I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led men and women to their deaths.
If you're searching them, make it quick. to keep that smelting unit fully operational. Down.
First Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the First Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. And this means you.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes late. Minutes! From winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the Freestar Collective, are going to pay.
I can't believe the scope of the operation the FC was running here. It's a miracle that fighting ended at all.
Might as well take what we can.
didn't last very long.
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis. You fought because you had to, and you fought well. Don't apologize for that. More importantly, you survived. Most soldiers don't. I know, because I'm the one who led them to their death. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when victory was within our grasp.
We've both seen our share of hell. It's whether or not we allow those awful memories to consume our souls that defines who we are.
You have no right to judge me! You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now. Because I can prove it. You'll see. We'll see about that. Not long after I started the first, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
That's quite an accusation.
All I know is that after we cleared the place out, Hope was sending in some kind of machinery. Our job was to make sure nobody saw the operation. Our job was to make sure to keep the Rangers off the scent. Hope wanted to hit a lot of places quickly and finish whatever he was doing before word spread. We needed another ship to meet his timetable, so he gave us the intel necessary to steal one from his factory. It also let him play the victim and keep suspicion to a minimum. The credits were good, but yeah, getting some payback was the real reward. You think I've lost? Is that it? I haven't lost. You go find Ron Hope and tell him what I've told you. Then you can deal out whatever justice you see fit. You do your job, and I get one last piece of vengeance against the Council.
If what he says is true, then there's no question Ron Hope has to answer for what he's done.
Don't bother.
We're trying to take you in quietly. Violence is not the answer, Major.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come, the Collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
I'll let you rummage through here. Might be worth taking a look through then.
I have things for you.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
Was there? Good to see you. You won't find a better off.
I have things for you.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband. You can be on your way. All right, we're done. Welcome to Hopetown.
Ron hopes the best thing that's happened.
Things for you.
Sure, we get the occasional bar fight, but it's usually pretty quiet. Folks from all over the free. Bye.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, "There's no expense." That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Birkett. We set some ambitious quotas. You met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Something more you need, Deputy? Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news? expose me? Well, you'd better have a damn good explanation for this. No, and I don't care for the insinuation. The disgraced war hero who went to prison, and you actually believed him? Don't presume to question me. You know who I am. That two-faced bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Just hear me out, and you'll see. I had a good reason for what I did. The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. Not all at once, of course, but we could never find anything that would grow in it. Eventually, everything we tried to plant failed and died. We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring.
So those farmers poisoned themselves, and you ended up reaping profits. How can you even live with yourself?
It's nothing personal. It's just good business. I don't expect you to understand. Look around you. Everyone in this building, in this town, is depending on me. I provide the jobs that put food on their tables, clothes on their backs, and roofs over their heads. The fact is, the business hasn't been doing well lately. Without drastic action, cuts would become unavoidable. These people work hard for me, and they trust me to do the same in return. I cannot, I will not let them down. I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit! I can take your job, and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners. You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word. You're right, yeah. Those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Perhaps a discount on their next purchase from Hope Tech.
You're seriously turning an apology into a business pitch. That's disgusting.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor. Did I not make myself clear? I'm offering you a reward for a job well done. Nothing more. And with that job so capably done, we'll consider the matter closed. I'll be needing that slate from Major Hull, of course. Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer? But on a much larger scale, yes. Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed, but the future is very much in your hands, Deputy. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. You have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You're a despicable man, Hope. And I hope you get exactly what you deserve.
You just threatened a member of the Council of Governors. On my authority, you're stripped of rank, declared an outlaw. Guards! Dispose of this criminal!
Let's do this.
And that, my friend, see if they've got any weapons or ammo.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful. I'm just a little in shock. I'm still not sure I understand what happened. A conspiracy to steal farmland? It's just so hard to believe. That's not the Ron Hope I know. No, you're wrong. That's not all he was. He always looked out for us, for his employees. I know what I just heard and saw, but he was a friend. No. He was more like a father. And now he's... You killed him. Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now? That would be Elana. Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
There might be some difficult days ahead, but I wish you good luck.
Make your questions snappy. This ain't no highfalutin New Atlantis desk job where everyone gets their after bleeding noon tea. This is Polvo. We work for a living. If you think this is tough, you try farming in the tundra. Believe me, these blockheads got it good. Every rivet, every piece of plating goes through my team. If you've got a Hope Tech ship, it means I've crawled through every inch of her at least once. Just stay safe on my floor, all right?
City with walls. Quite a throwback, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, we got a Laredo gun.
Join us, Deputy.
You're back.
Mr. Crowley?
Good to see you back safe, Deputy.
Heck, a whole keg.
What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there? I take it that they weren't too much trouble for you, given that you're standing here. Did you find out why the First was taking over farms? Wait a damn minute. You're saying Ron Hope was behind this whole thing?
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
so he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all? That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims. Are you seriously asking me that? All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this? Sounds like his pride got the best of him. Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Freestar Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the Marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? In that case, I won't hold you back any longer. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Thanks to my own personal biases against the Freestar Collective, I was skeptical when you originally accepted the appointment. But seeing you in this moment, I have to admit that I am bloody proud of you. Well done.
I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Well done.
All right. Great job, Ranger!
Congratulations. The promotion's well earned.
Something you need from me?
Good to see you. Well, hey there.
Hey, Emma.
All right.
You wanted a word?
Yeah.
You thirsty?
It's about
what I've
out.
got's better than
You
sad to
know
see you
he
go.
Let's pop into Outland while we're here, and see if Joe has anything useful to add to our arsenal.
Have that look. If you have a news story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee.
What a sordid mess. We've got some other sources we've been interviewing, but I'd love to get your take on the record. So there was a mercenary company, the First, and they were involved in taking farmlands from Freestar Collective families. Extortion, death threats, murder, all of it. Is that right? Not going to say. I will never, ever give up my source. If anybody asks about you, they get the same answer. I genuinely don't know how people like that can live with themselves. So all of that? Terrible. But Ron Hope, the Ron Hope, was involved with it at the highest level. All of that suffering was a plot to save Hope Tech from going under using the side effects of a fertilizer he developed. Let me be blunt. The other sources say you killed Ron Hope. Is that correct? Can't imagine him getting away with that. After all of that, the future of Hope Tech is an open question. Their stock has already taken a beating. Not sure if it's going to go into freefall. Any comment? For what it's worth, I'm rooting for them too. Thanks. If you listen to the news, you'll definitely hear this. And, maybe try not to ice any more CEOs. Just a thought. When you first walked into my office, I had no idea you would be at the center of so much. And I get the feeling you're not sharing everything. Indeed you have. I talked with the editor, and he authorized a special bonus for someone who's worked with us so long. And maybe one day, years from now, you can fill me in on the stories you didn't want broadcast. Take care, Constellation.
Mind bunking on the ship, but nothing is better than unwinding in your own quarters.
The eyes show...